What's up, Blue Frisco? It's Brady Green. I'm here to just share a little Devo with y'all, and just share what I've been learning during this quarantine time. I'm going to be talking about 2 Corinthians 3 and how our lives can look different after this quarantine is over, and trying to live through Christ and try to have holiness through Christ. So first I'm going to go to Galatians 2:20, and Galatians 2:20 says, "And I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith, the Son of the God, who loved me and gave himself for me." So, we are living through God in faith, through him, not through us. J.C. Riley once said, "Faith in Christ is the root of all holiness." And as we're striving to go towards Jesus' holiness, it has to be rooted through Christ, and through his works in the Bible and what he's done for us. Jerry Bridges once said, "Holiness begins not with ourselves, but with God." Because we can't save ourselves, and because Jesus has already done that for us, we cannot physically just save ourselves. We by no means can we do it by ourselves, but we have to do it with God. So we have this very unique opportunity that we have during quarantine, that we get to self-reflect. God has given us time to use right now, because we have a lot of it to use. So God has given us this time that we can better ourselves, and also whenever quarantine's over, God's given us this time to kind of reset and see society as he's intended for us to do. So I'm going to jump into 2 Corinthians now. 2 Corinthians 3:5 says, "Not that we are sufficient in ourselves to claim anything coming from us, but our sufficiency is in God." Again, just driving in the fact that sufficiency isn't from us, it's from God. We cannot sit there and make ourselves go to heaven, but Jesus has already done that for us. 2 Corinthians 3:10 says, "Indeed, in this case, what once had glory has come to no glory at all, because the glory that surpassed it." Meaning, after Jesus died for us, now we have glory that we can find through Christ and through Jesus. 2 Corinthians 3:16 says, "But when one turns to the Lord, the veil is removed." We cannot remove the veil on our own. We can only remove the veil through Christ and through the Lord. Because it is nothing we can do on our own, we must find holiness through God. Again, we can't just do it on our own. We have to have God and be working with him and have a relationship with him at all times. And that's what we have this opportunity during this quarantine to find out what that means in our lives, and really how we can do that. So prepare yourself for the change that we can shine holiness after quarantine. Use Chris, use Brittany, use Sean, use whatever resources you have within small groups, and use the Bible to find holiness through God, and just seek after him. Again, we cannot find holiness or faith within ourselves, only through God. So I'm just going to leave y'all with a question of, what are you doing to get right through God during quarantine? Again, what are you doing to get right through God during this quarantine? I hope that you are not self-isolating yourself from God at this time, but you are trying to find holiness and faith through them. Awesome.